Alright guys, so right now it's 5:56 p.m. August 21st, 2020. I just finished hedging this hedge here. You can see, excuse me, clear my throat here, but the bush was grown well past the brick out here because this bush hadn't been trimmed in at least 2 seasons most likely. Also, the bush itself was, you can see my reflection, way up past the middle of the window, so I cut down a good 18 inches off of this thing. You can see the pile here, and it's worked out well. So I cleaned off the bed rock here, and it turns out it does have rock down in there, so I'll clean it off, make it look good. This is the other area that I'm hedging right now, and of course this is the hedger here. It's double-sided. This thing's pretty heavy, guys. I just tough through it, but it wears out your arms pretty good. I have to constantly switch back and forth from left to right arm to drive it or use it and whatnot. This is the actual box. Like I said, I just opened it today, and it's working out pretty good. You do have to work these larger branches pretty good. You see it's kind of gnarled this thing up pretty good here, just because as it hits, the branch itself moves, and every time it moves it hits it even harder. Oh, also, you know, as you're clipping stuff, I don't ever use face shields or anything. Would be a good idea, but as these clippings are going, it'll actually shoot back into your face and it'll tap you. It's not going to hurt you. Look, here's a twig that didn't get cut. It hit it, but it dangled, and that was it. So I didn't see that till just now, but you can see it's cut through these decently. When I do try to cut these pieces here, I use the medial part of the hedger, meaning the part closest towards the center. So those black things, I don't know if those black things are designed to actually be used for that. It seems to keep it in better control. When I try to use the end there, the branch itself wiggles a lot inside these black fingers. The branch catches and it doesn't move past the fingers itself, and so I can cut it. One thing that I do end up having to do is get this, and so I might start off at this angle. Of course, way back in here, I might start off at this angle, but then I have to work my way over here, move this hedger, and then work my way either from the bottom or the top, and finally cut through the branch. So it's a little bit of effort to get these larger ones, but it's still cutting pretty good. Again, I've only used this blade now for about 15 minutes or so, brand new out of the box. It's cutting pretty good. I'm happy with it. These patinias, I forget what they're called, they cut pretty easy. Their branches are very soft. Trying to cut that pine tree, you can see how gnarled it is, probably because of the shade. Those trees follow the shade, so over the years it's been gnarled up pretty good. This tree doesn't even know where to go. One of the big problems is that the tree is rubbing against the window, and so the son is about 6 years old or so, is scared to sleep in his room because he hears the branches wrestling against the window. So one of the big things is to get those things off the house. And so you can see here where I'm a good foot, like this stuff was touching the window there, and so I've cut it back. It doesn't look good, of course, because I just cut it and I just cut all the leaves off. Those are all the tips, and so the first foot or so is nothing but leaves. So it's going to take a season or so for this thing to get back on it. I will end up watering all this stuff. In theory, what I should do is get